If you've ever looked at a pile of reclaimed wood logs and wondered whether they could become something beautiful, profitable, and incredibly satisfying to create right from your own home, then this video is for you, because today we're diving deep into the world of small reclaimed wood log decor ideas. Simple, beginner-friendly, high-demand creations that fit into any space and sell surprisingly fast, turning scraps of nature into pieces of art that people actually want to buy, gift, and decorate with. And the best part is that you don't need fancy machines, expensive tools, or a large workshop to start. All you need is a few pieces of reclaimed wood, a little imagination, and the willingness to explore a craft that blends creativity, sustainability, and business potential in a way very few hobbies can. Reclaimed wood has a soul, a warmth, a natural character that no new lumber can replicate, and that raw beauty is exactly what makes it so popular in modern home decor, because people today want uniqueness, authenticity, and natural texture in their living spaces. They want decor that feels alive, real, and meaningful, not cheap plastic or mass-produced factory items. And no reclaimed wood project captures that feeling better than the woodlog planter, a small but incredibly powerful decor piece that is simple to make yet full of personality, charm, and endless selling potential. Imagine taking a small leftover log or a branch that has been lying forgotten in the backyard, trimming it to the size you want, hollowing out the center with a simple drill bit or chisel, smoothing the edges by hand, and transforming it into a stunning natural planter that can hold succulents, air plants, herbs, dried flowers, or miniature gardens. The transformation feels magical, and the final product looks like something straight out of a high-end boutique. A woodlog planter is more than a container. It's a little story from nature, shaped by sunlight, wind, and time, with every crack, ring, and texture telling its own history. And when you turn that into decor, people feel an emotional connection to it. That connection is what makes woodlog planters irresistible to buyers. They give warmth to shelves, personality to desks, calmness to bedroom corners, and organic beauty to kitchens, offices, and patios, fitting perfectly into styles like Scandinavian minimalism, rustic farmhouse, bohemian, modern zen, and even industrial interiors, where natural textures soften the hard edges of metal and concrete. And because logs come in every shape and size, the design possibilities are endless. Tall, slim planters for single stems, short, chunky planters for succulents, smooth, sanded planters for a polished interior look, or rugged bark-covered planters that feel wild and earthy. You can carve the planter cavity shallow for air plants, deep for soil, wide for arrangements, or narrow for decorative stems. You can leave the wood natural, oil it for a rich tone, or burn patterns into the surface to create designs that feel tribal, geometric, or modern. You can add rope handles, tiny branch legs, natural bark textures, or engraved messages for gifts. These small touches elevate your planter from simple craft to artisanal decor, and customers are willing to pay significantly more for that artistic uniqueness. But while creating beautiful woodlog decor feels rewarding, the real transformation happens when you learn how to market and price your work properly, because even the most simple reclaimed wood ideas can become profitable when presented the right way. The first key is storytelling. People love knowing the origin of the wood, whether it came from a fallen tree branch after a rainstorm, driftwood washed onto the beach, leftover logs from a trimming project, or reclaimed pieces from an old structure being torn down. When buyers understand that the piece they're holding was once part of nature or part of history, the emotional value increases, and you instantly separate your handmade decor from factory-made products. The second key is presentation. Clean, bright photos or short clips of your planters displayed on shelves, next to houseplants, on a table, or under warm lighting will dramatically increase buyer interest, especially in online marketplaces where visuals determine everything. A beautifully photographed log planter looks like something worth buying, gifting, and displaying, even though the material cost may have been nearly free. The third key is confident pricing. Never underprice your work just because the wood is reclaimed. You're not selling timber, you're selling creativity, design, craftsmanship, sustainability, and the emotional experience that handmade decor brings into a home. A small log planter that costs you almost nothing can easily sell for a meaningful profit because customers value what it represents: natural beauty, eco-friendly design, and the charm of something made by hand. Look at what similar items sell for in your area or online, understand your market, and price your pieces in a way that reflects the time, effort, and artistic value you put into them. And remember, presentation affects price. If your product looks premium, buyers expect premium pricing. The fourth key is expanding your visibility. Use social media to show behind-the-scenes clips of sanding, drilling, shaping, or finishing the planter. You don't need to show your face. Hands, tools, textures, and transformations are more than enough. People love relaxing woodworking videos, slow satisfying cuts, and the calm rhythm of shaping raw wood into decor. These short videos can attract thousands of viewers who later become customers. And finally, the most important key to building a profitable reclaimed wood business is consistency. Keep experimenting, keep improving your craft, keep exploring new textures, new shapes, new finishes, and new planter designs. Every mistake teaches you something, every project makes you better, and every finished piece raises your confidence. This is not just woodworking, it is self-expression, creativity, and connection. You are taking something natural, forgotten, overlooked, and turning it into something meaningful that people want in their homes. And that brings us to the heart of this message. Don't underestimate your ability to turn reclaimed wood into income. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need a perfect workshop. You don't need expensive machines. If you have one piece of wood, one simple tool, and one idea, you can start today. Every successful woodworker began with one project, one moment of curiosity, one attempt that didn't go perfectly but sparked something inside. Let this be your moment. Follow your inspiration. Use what you have. Create something small. Share it with the world. And who knows, this simple reclaimed wood planter might be the first step toward a business that grows bigger than you ever imagined. If you're inspired by today's video, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay with us for more creative woodworking ideas, selling strategies, and beginner-friendly projects designed to help you build a profitable and fulfilling journey with reclaimed wood, one log at a time.